I literally screen record every step by step. So if you go through that step by step.
All right, before we start, consider subscribing to the channel. This helps me so much. Thank you.
So what is the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship about? Yeah.
My name is Abraham, and I was awarded an Erasmus Mundus Scholarship in 2021.
Okay.
The Erasmus Mundus Scholarship is a scholarship that is funded by the European Union. And how it operates is that schools in Europe come together. So at first, UK was part of the European Union. So we have UK schools that are still part of the program. So at least 3 schools come together. And once they come together, they form a consortium of universities, and then they bring up a course or a model, and then they pitch it to the European Union. Once they pitch it to the European Union decides whether they are going to fund the program or not. Once they decide to fund the program, it is added to the Erasmus Mundus catalog. And once it is on the Erasmus Mundus catalog, you can apply from anywhere, whether you are in Europe, outside Europe, anywhere you come from. Everybody stands an equal and fair chance of getting in, no bureaucracies. However, they select only 21 students.
21 students every year.
Every year for
From
fully funded scholarships.
From all over the world.
Yes, from all over the world. However, they have quotas for different parts. So maybe if this year they are taking 5 from Africa, they are taking 5 from Europe, 5 from South America. So there's like equal representation from all the continents. So for instance, even if the top 7 candidates for the entire program are from Africa, they are going to take only 5. And then the next ones are going to come from the other parts of the world. And everything is on the Erasmus Mundus catalog. If you just Google Erasmus Mundus catalog, you are going to see the courses. The last I checked, there were over 200 courses. And because it's a consortium of universities that come together, you are not going to get, for instance, I studied social work. You are not just going to get a master's in social work. You are going to get, like, my course was titled Advanced Development in Social Work. The other course is titled Social Work with Children and Families. They are very, very specific, because it's a consortium of schools coming together, and they have to be as specific as possible to ensure that they get the funding from the European Union. And before I forget, Erasmus Mundus is for only masters. So once you have your undergraduate degree, before you can apply for Erasmus Mundus, it's a master's degree, and then it is fully funded. Since it's a consortium of universities, you don't study in one university.
I have seen that you've created a lot of content about the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship. Does that mean it is a scholarship that you highly recommend?
110%. 110%.
But it seems hard, right? It looks like it's very hard to get. So,
No, like, I'm going to quote you now. Nothing is easy. You have to put in the work.
Yeah.
Nothing is easy. If you think you are going to walk through the park, then please stay home. Because Erasmus, I did some pros and cons. That's when I realized that this thing has taught you a lot. You manage your time, you manage your resources. Because if you are bad at that, then you won't survive. You can't miss your visa appointment. You can't miss your flights. Nobody's going to book your flights for you. You are going to pay somebody to book your flights for you. How dare you? The person is going to squander your money. You have to book your right now. There's no flight that I cannot book. There's no airport I cannot navigate. You don't know anybody. We go to places and you take your map. We went to London. We didn't know anybody. We had to find places ourselves. We have to book accommodation yourself. All those things, it trains you. It gives you skills that you have no idea about. And it helps you navigate life further, because if you are planning to further your education or to do something after that, it gives you a whole different perspective on how to approach issues.
Yeah.
So I recommend it 110%.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's good, especially given the way the US terrain is right now. If you are scared of the US, then you can look elsewhere, right? Yeah.
No, but the thing is that I you see, the people, I think if you are not ready to do the right thing and then work the right way, then that's when you're going to be scared. So for instance, if I was going to the UK and then I know I'm on a visitor's visa, and then I go in and I'm looking for work, it doesn't make sense. Once I came to Denmark, I knew that I had the authority to work. Like, when I'm even working, I feel free. I see the police and I'm greeting them because I'm free. Yes, I
The
know I don't
police is
have
your
any issue
friend.
with anybody.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
they say, the police is your friend, so don't be scared of them.
Exactly. Like you see them and you are not scared. You smile with them, you say hello,
Mm,
they say hi. It's like, yeah, once you want to do the right thing, like once you say you've put your mind to this, just make sure that you go the right way. Because I know
mm,
that when I fall into trouble, there's nobody coming to save me. So
yeah,
I have to
that's true.
do what is
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah. From everything that you've shared about your own journey, I kind of understand, the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship, the way it works and all of that. But then let's say I come to you that, okay, you've gone through it, you got it, and so yes, you can help me. If I come to you, help me, what are the steps that I need to take?
Okay, so I think so when I was done with my program now, I had some time and then for I gave myself 1 year to figure out my next move. And then during that time, that is when I started creating content on Erasmus Mundus. I
Mm,
think for some time I have stopped now because a lot of questions, a lot of things to do, and I have to
yeah,
manage a lot of things for myself as
yeah,
well. Yeah. So if like me personally, and you come to me, the first thing I tell you to do is that you go to the Erasmus Mundus catalog. So I create a video. And I realized I was talking too much. So that was one of the reasons why I did the YouTube channel. So I just take all the relevant links and I tell you that I first and foremost look through the catalog,
yeah,
look through like the catalog of courses. You do not, if you like you study social work, you do not necessarily have to see a master's in social work. Or if you studied computer science, you do not necessarily have to see masters in computer science. For computer science, they have about 5 or 6 different courses for computer science, cyber security. You just have to filter it. Once you pick the area, you're going to see a lot of courses. And then once you go to the program page, so every course has its own website. So you go to the program page, explore the page, look at the eligibility criteria. I just tell you to try to familiarize yourself with the program. Once you
mm,
are ready and you have looked at the eligibility criteria, and then I'll tell you that, okay, now what does it say? Because I want you to do it for yourself. I
yeah,
won't come and do it for you. I had somebody tell me that, oh, I'm not feeling well. Can you do the application for me? But the person was on social media posting and tweeting and laughing. I was
of
like, are you
course.
serious? So once you familiarize yourself with the eligibility criteria, and I'm like, okay, so now do you have the documents? With the CV, the Europass, I also created step by step on how to do the Europass. So I tell you to watch that video. You do the CV. If you don't have your recommendations, I try to let you get your recommendations as soon as possible. Then I have the statement of purpose. I try to let you understand that there's a knowledge gap or there's a research gap. That is what you must seek to answer with your statement of purpose. You don't have to say a lot. Just tell them that you are addressing this gap with the skills
Yeah,
that the program will give you. But I find it that some people find it difficult to understand. And I'm like, even if you don't have the necessary work experience
yeah,
during the course of your studies, just let them understand that you found this gap within the Ghanaian space and you need these
mhm,
skills to help you address this gap.
yeah,
So once I make you understand that if I'm really, really close with you, I let you bring me the sample and then we go through. But
mm,
even some of the people on the internet, I don't really know them, but it depends on how they approach me through their emails.
yeah.
So if I see that
Time
you're
is there.
really, really serious,
Yeah,
I get the time, I read through it, and then I give you feedback, and then I send it back to you. So once we do the statement of purpose and you have all the documents, and I'm like, okay, now go to the portal, put in your application. If you're having any difficulties, let me know
yeah,
so that we go through it again, and then you put in your application. Yeah.
mm, yeah. And about the applications, they open in November and then the deadline is in January, right?
January, yes. So most
Okay.
applications open in November. Some also open as early as September, and then the deadlines some are in December, and then January. Some are also in March. So it
Mm,
depends. You have to look at the specifics of the program and look at the eligibility, the application deadline. For instance, when you go to my page, I've done a lot of videos on how to look for the eligibility criteria for specific courses. And the thing is that most of them follow the same criteria. So even if I did it for last year, this year is is basically going to be the same, but you have to confirm. You have to go to the
Yeah.
program page, check the eligibility, see, and then put in your application. Yeah.
Yeah. You've mentioned a lot about your page and the fact that you have a lot of these videos there, which when a student takes those videos can actually do everything on their own. So what is the name of the page? Where can people find you?
Okay, so it's just my name. I'm Abraham Tetteh Teye, but my
Okay.
videos, my YouTube page is Tetteh Teye,
Okay.
Tetteye. Once you click on it, you are going to see a lot on Erasmus Mundus scholarships. I literally screen record every step by step. So if you go through that step by step, there's no way you're not going to do that. But then maybe they've changed the process. So once they've changed the process and go through step by step, that even the correspondence that you are going to send me is going to show me that, oh, there's a difference. And I'll be like, okay, then look for the coordinator's email. Let's send this email and tell them that this is the problem you've encountered and how can you navigate the issue. And then, yeah, that's it.